Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to present my work together with my colleague in ICTforAg 2024 Localization Impact Conference. My name is Bitut Mahaldar and my colleague Zahiduzzaman Said and Albia Zaman Sisti. All three are from eFarmer Limited, Bangladesh. And our presentation title is EmpowerHerAgri, Bridging the Digital Divide and Fostering the Yard-Based Economy through A-Card. I can explain A-Card is meaning agriculture card. Is it a digital tool for using women farmers for their agricultural credit facilities to take through the decentralized banking system. I will explain within a minute. So when we talk about the women and their empowerment is one of the important issue to take them in the banking system, also support them yard-based economy. So traditionally in Bangladesh, women farmers play a major role in agriculture, but it is not very much recognized in many aspects. Female with no limited access to education, resources, and skill and information. So all these opportunities actually become then inferior to men, facing gender inequality. So considering these aspects, we found also some of the challenges that mainly male farmers and other family members also not recognizing, not supporting the women, results in deprivation of the optimum level of progress in terms of production, income across subjected to household in rural communities. So considering this context and background, e-farmers actually trying to facilitate the collective action for the women, organize a special session for them, and so that they can be engaged with input and output market across local service provider more effectively. So in this context, actually we are considering a model is called women empowerment model. Based on the our previous slides context, we would like to engage women in planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation process of any particular project, any particular work in the rural level, where e-farmers organization is really trying to integrated farming approach for agricultural transformative value chain is that these are the traditional female oriented activities. So e-farmer takes the advantage for pushing them harder for leadership and participation in the group-based approach. Our objective is to bring the women in the market, agricultural extension services, and finally ensure recognition women's role in agriculture. So with this note, we want to really collaborate with the like-minded organization, public and private sector, and group-based implementation approach for women play the leadership role, and connectivity and networking of the women's capacity building one of the major component, and the whole family engagement, community engagement, and male and female awareness creation session is one of the major aspects of our women empowerment model. And designing phase, women should play participatory role as well as leadership role. So independently, the women empowerment model does not work. It has actually a kind of system pillars piloting that we are promoting in Bangladesh in many aspects, many places. Number one, agricultural extension component of the three pillars model. Second one is networking and digital finance. And last one is smart aggregation center. Why we are proposing these three tiers of model, three parts. At the left side, the agriculture extension. So women are normally very much depriving in getting the extension services, especially from the public sector extension agent. Most of the cases they are men, and women have very limited access considering the local culture and their proximity, their limited access and going. So we are going to promote apps, online, offline, different tools, digital tools, so that agricultural extension service can be reached to women. Next one is the networking and digital finance. As I mentioned, that women should be connected in the group approach, and their leadership is very important. So in this context, when they are in a group, they can practice savings, and they can be trained in digital literacy training, financial literacy training, so they can connect group wise in the market, as well as access to financial uh, tools and systems that I'll explain. And last one is the when women are participating in the individually and group-based approach for production system, they need to sell their products in the market. So it is difficult for women to go to the market individually, considering the distance and other activities they are busy. So in if we have one aggregation center within their reach, and the center can provide information, extension services, and gather the farm women's products and sell them in the nearest local market by and market aggregator. So the aggregation center is not collecting the products and selling in the market. It also provide extension services and information. So and they are through the decentralized banking system in the same campus or same house, one-stop service, the farmer women can get access to the loan, they can save their money. So I'll come later of the this detail of the access to finance model. So, when you talk about the finance model in Bangladesh, we must consider that more than 9 million smallholder farmers are facing low productivity in every year. This smallholder farmer actually in the country, they are supporting more than 80% of the production in Bangladesh, and 65% out of 90 million, they actually have less than 1 hectare of productive land, and they don't have access to agricultural credit. So, but we need to focus the smallholder farmers, and the, mostly 50% of these farming families, women are contributing a lot, and that we need to increase agricultural productivity, a sustainable agricultural transformation towards food security in the country. So if we see this, with this, for if we need to increase their production, we must consider their savings and credit facility. We see only 53% of this population have the formal banking account, and 38% are practicing savings in the bank, and 10% have only access to the formal credit from commercial bank. So as I mentioned earlier, the women access to market, access to finance, and also most of them are when coming from the smallholder families, they are also so much facing challenges to getting this financial support from a banking system. And that is the one of the important factor we consider the need to support for women empowerment. And courtyard based economy is very important, because when they are practicing in a group and they are practicing production system in collective way, they need to have the access to finance for higher investment. So, what is the problem? As I mentioned, problem is that if we start from right side of this slide, there are two system in the country. One is microfinance based system. Microfinance institute are providing loan more than 24% credit interest rate per year, and also the bank system 9 to 10%. So microfinance institute are providing loan is the cash and higher interest rate. Bank is provide also cash but lower interest rate, where is a collateral is required from the farmer. In a smallholder farmer, especially women, they cannot provide the collateral. That is the important thing we need to. So they have limited access to the bank. When they are coming from the microfinance-based institute and it is higher interest rate, also cash-based system, a part of their loan they received, they already spent for non-farming activities. Children education, health care system, so many things. So the remaining, the cost they can use for adoption of the technology. The left side we see research, development, extension. When we have improved technology that support productivity, but to take this technology for adoption of this technology, farmers needs to hire investment. That's the cost they need to get from this loan or credit, so that they can improve the profitability and livelihood. But if I move, the loan repayment is cycle is very short for microfinance based institute, and they take the second loan from the family members to come out from this debt cycle. So in this case, the microfinance based institute cannot support them for higher productivity, higher income, and better livelihood. So our solution to for the women and the smallholder farmers to collateral free credit system, credit support. So how this work? The product we name is called A card, a digital product to address financial needs for the smallholder farmer, especially the women. Here the commercial bank has the agent banking. That is decentralized banking system is operating by an independent agent. They are the actually private company or private sector, and they are working together. So bank does not need to open their branches in the rural area, very remote area. Their agent bank is actually supporting the banking activities within the farmers risk, and where the farmers are actually working together with a group, and they open their bank license, bank accounts, and they get support the extension services as they are practicing in a group. So the banking information and bank opening system and credit facilities that I am going to explain in next slides. So when this tripartite operation together, commercial bank, agent bank, and local input output market actor, that means input retailers, they have also account in the bank, so they can support the farmers together. So what is the advantage of this system? The advantage, the microfinance institute is not there. It is the bank and agent jointly coupling together, providing loan, and it is the digital finance. That means loan will go to the farmer's account through a digital card, and that is low interest rate, and farmer does not provide to any kind of collateral, because the agent bank will provide 10 credit risk rating to provide some collateral on behalf of all farmers. So they are going to take the commission for processing the loan and recovery with the loan on top of the bank interest rate. That is the reason this agent is going to provide the support for the collateral for the farmers. So as it is the digital card system, it has very limited scope for using the money for non-farming uses, and that's the farmer can have the higher investment for adoption of the better and improved technology, and farmer does not have this debt cycle. So this is the main theoretical concept of this card, and we will show some practical aspect. So, unbanked to bank farmer, this is the advantage. Repay after cultivation. This loan is on 80 days loan, so that farmers can harvest their product and then repay the loan. Access for the women, as I mentioned, in Bangladesh, women has limited access to the asset, so they cannot provide the collateral. So here the agent is providing collateral on behalf of his farmers. So the farmer, women farmers or any farmer, they don't need to provide any collateral. Card-based solution, because all the amount will come to from the bank to the card digitally, and they can use this card for the purchasing of the inputs from the retailer shop, as they are connected with the agent banking system. No collateral and low interest rate. So this is the advantage of this product. And it is a very complex thing. I can make it a small in the middle, as I mentioned, a smallholder farmers, and they have the women representative. Women are there, and they are connected with the smart aggregation center, where they can bring their products for selling. They get extension services, and they get information from production and other weather, any kind of information they need. And the bottom is this digital booth. It is connected with the at the same place. So where Zoitun is the name of a product that can support the interoperability. Left side is the government extension service, agriculture information system to provide any kind of production and disease and climatic information. Resource partner. In the beginning, this any organization can support together with e-farmer to bring the farmers in a group, and then obviously farmer has the license from the bank to in operating the agent banking. And private service provider also connected in the, that is input retailer and output market actors. Right side is the, this circle is start organizing the farmer, and prepare the partnership, and create bank account. All the farmers have the 10 taka account in Bangladesh bank rules, and bank then issue the a card. It's a debit card, and then the farmers connect with the nearest retailers who sell the inputs. Also they connect with the buyer, so that when they sell their product, their money is going to directly deposit in the bank account, and they can take loan from the their savings as well as from the bank directly. And this is the farmer is the only 10 taka, and there is minimum cost for operating this bank account, and repayment is after 180 days. So it is very much connected with their production cycle. Next on our results, we started these activities in Bangladesh 2017 in 3 locations for piloting with the 2,500 farmer. More than 60% are women. Then we moved to e-farmer, moved to 5,000 farmer in 2023 in Cox's Bazar. And this year they are going to further extend to support 10,000 smallholder farmer, and more than 50 to 60% are women. There are many women independent group also there. And by 2030, we want to expand other northwest and middle part of Bangladesh with 50,000 farmers. Our loan range is 200 to $500 is the supportive loan. We go for the business plan, and the farmers want to buy a cow for beef fattening, or milk production, or a piece of land for crop production, vegetable production. We assess this, and then we provide the loan. Farmers should have 50 decimal of productive land area when they want to take the crop loan, credit for crop or vegetable production. If they this is not mentioned here, if they want to go for the beef fattening or milk product, they should have at least 3 to 5 cows in their household level. Business planning and financial literacy is a kind of mandatory for farmers getting the loan, and recommend by the group leader, as this is a group based approach. Loan is going to get by individual, but the group leader should recommend. That is, the peer pressure is there, so that anybody is defaulter, the group they have the savings practices through our agent banking. So that is the way we support the farmers individually and through the collective efforts. And we check that monthly stable income at least $50, so that they are not defaulter, they are not going to other loan defaulter. We check all these things. And this is the result from 1,000 farmers. We got the farmers average year 45 and the family size 4.9, and they had the productive land 180 decimals. Average household monthly income, we found it was little bit hard because in the first lot of loan disbursement, we took kind of conservative approach so that the 250 decimal level is 2.5 hectares. Some cases in two times it is 1 hectare actually smallholder farmer. And our result showed that 60% yield increase. This is from actually rice farmers, those who are growing irrigated winter rice. Investment inputs increase as they got the money within their need. So, and they got credit support to buy inputs. For the in rice, there are at least two times they need to provide fertilizer, they need to provide irrigation, so that sometimes they compromise when they don't have the uh, cash in the pocket. So that was the support we provided. And sale price increased 17% because it is 180 days loan. There was no pressure to sell the product immediately, so they could avoid the very the after harvesting of the rice, most of the farmers they try to sell, so market price goes down. But here they can have a delay for some time. So, and most of the cases, 90% farmer they sold their product from their farm gate, or some that means from home, and also the local market. They did not bring that in the distant market. And our statistical analysis showed that we had the kind of statistical analysis. The farmers yield yield in kg per decimal learned before using a card, and yield after using that card. It shows the very straight line, and 0.92 kg actually yield increase I mentioned due to this support for the inputs and fertilizer and extension services, all help them for increasing their yield. So, what is our next expected result? Actually, we want to align with the Bangladesh government smart village initiative. That is the Bangladesh government is now going to go the smart Bangladesh. So we want to align with this and access this 50,000 household at least 80%. So now we want to increase number 60 to 80% to ICT-based extension services. As I mentioned, that the aggregation center, a smart aggregation center, and that has the support that it provides support to the farmer for extension service, information for production, as well as they get sell their product jointly through the market aggregator. So this ICT based extension tool is very crucial for them, especially for the women. And we are promoting digital service provider. That means the one man and one male and one female youth are actually operating these aggregation centers, and they are connected with Department of Agriculture extension of the government department. Access to information is the UNDP and government led independent body, and agriculture information services. They are providing all tools, apps, and web-based offline or online production related information, and that farmers are using through the connected to internet, or sometimes they have the offline apps. They take it through share for share it method or other way, moving one farmer to another farmer, and aggregation center is playing the crucial role to support this kind of dissemination of the offline apps. Smart Village Center trades, as I mentioned, that this is the hub, this is the center where farmers' products are gathered. Actually, this is important that each farmer get in advance 1 day or 2 days ahead that what are the how prices for each commodity in advance, and the requirement for the quantity. So in advance, especially the women, they cannot come out from their home to sell their products, so they bring that to aggregation center based on the pre-decided prices and also the quantity. So this is the way they have very limited chance to be defrauded, as the aggregator is the person within their group, and they are the member of the smart aggregation center. So they are the own known person. So that is the way women are feeling very much confident, and their money, as soon as this their product is sold, the money is going to their bank account in the agent banking. So they get the message that this quantity of their product is sold with this amount, and which is deposited in their account. And this is the way we are about our target is 60% farmers will save money up to 5% and purchasing agriculture inputs. This is the one important thing. When farmers have their collective action together, the private sectors are coming in the aggregation center so that they can have the bargaining capacity, negotiated price to buy inputs all together, and they are saving some money to buying the inputs. Also, they are saving a higher 10% margin in the higher price, because they are aggregating the products, and they are saving their transport cost, and in the market sometimes they need to give some commission or toll, so they are avoiding this part. So next step, actually we want to support 1 million household through the spillover effect. This is our targeted household, and another 50,000. That means together 1 million we want to indirectly support. And rapid prototype solution monitoring should be our one of the important perspectives to quality control, and any kind of feedback mechanism, grievance mechanism. Sorry. Then public-private partnership is another perspective. We need to get government policy support, because in credit system there are government is trying to push our commercial bank for 50% of the agricultural credit should go through the banking sector. Sorry. And digital financial inclusion that I mentioned, that we want to promote, and gender sensitive focus is our main issue. This is the one woman who actually says that a card is a empowerment card, and she is Lucky Begum, our farmer in Faridpur, Bangladesh. Thank you.
Good evening. It is a pleasure to be here today at Empower Her Agri event. My name is Alvia Zaman, and I'm serving as the Chief Sustainable Officer at eFarmer. I would like to start with the segment one, which are the challenges facing women in the digital agriculture. As we know, women in rural areas face significant challenges in accessing digital technology, and these include, but are not limited to, limited access to devices, gaps in literacy, and cultural norms that may restrict their use of technology. In order to support women's roles in digital advisory services is crucial for the growth and sustainability of agriculture in rural communities. Addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach that includes education, infrastructure, and cultural change. In many rural areas, women are the backbone of agricultural activities, but they lack the tools and necessary knowledge to fully utilize these digital services. By providing access to smartphone and internet connectivity, we can significantly enhance their productivity and decision-making capabilities. The second segment that I would like to talk about is the strategies for gender inclusion and empowerment. One of the primary strategies is to improve women's digital skills. Capacity building initiatives are essential to make women comfortable with technology. For instance, training programs tailored for women farmers can help boost their confidence and ability to use digital tools effectively. Increasing the availability of smartphones, computers, and stable internet connections in rural areas is another key strategy. Partnerships with technology providers and government agencies can help facilitate with this access. When it comes to cultural norms, that it also hinders women's participation in digital agriculture need to be addressed. Community engagement and awareness campaigns can also play a significant role in shifting these norms. Empowering women by showcasing successful female role models in agriculture can also inspire change. I- In addition to that, we can also raise awareness about the benefits of digital advisory services in agriculture needs to be spread among these women. This can be done through local meetings, as you can see in the photo behind, as well as workshops and leveraging existing social networks. We can also engage the women in decision making, which will encourage their active participation in agricultural decision making processes and create platforms where women can actually voice their opinions and contribute to the decision making process. Mm, we can also design gender responsive programs where digital agri-food advisory programs should be designed to meet the specific needs of women farmers so that they can also feel included. And monitoring and evaluation can also be undertaken. So continuous assessment and adjustment of gender inclusive digital advisory programs are necessary to ensure their effectiveness and sustainability. So this concludes my portion of the presentation, and I will now like to hand over this platform to Zahiduzzaman, who will delve deeper into fostering the yard-based economy, entrepreneurship development, and also the advantages of the A-card model. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elvia. Zahid, I see that you've joined again. Can you hear us?
Hello.
It looks like Zahid, we can hear you now.
Sorry, has some problem. I am not continuing with this actually properly. Olivia, thank you so very much. I hope everybody listen me. Actually, our core work is record, and Vidyut Mahodar Dada discuss a lot about A-card model. Actually, we are connecting A-card with our smallholder family, uh, smallholder family yard. Actually, a yard is a basic area of our actually country. If we develop our yard, then we can develop our smallholder farmers. That's the main objective for us. So we are trying to actually develop our smallholder farmers with their yards. And this is called yard-based economy. Yard-based economy develop our smallholder farmers and develop actually women empowerment. Uh, with this objective, we actually connected them to our digital village center, and we are starting develop their finance level to develop. We are opening their account. We opened their account and we are starting. We develop them. So actually, through digital village center, through ACARD, we are going to develop our smallholder farmers at initially at coastal area. That's Cox Bazar actually. So it's my actually objective, and my technical advisor and and my Oliver also work with this project. So they will discuss a lot about that. Thank you. Albia, you can discuss about our uh, 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 yard-based economy. Please, you carry on. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Albia. So actually, if we tell our action plan, we take our initiative first.
Hello, am I audible?
Established strong collaboration with our partners like hello Albia, you go with
Yes.
our action plan, please.
Okay, sure. All right, so up next is our segment, the fostering the yard-based economy. Within the yard-based economy, it integrates the livestock farming and homestead gardening, contributing to income generation, food security, and efficient resource use. This holistic approach ensures a sustainable and climate-resilient agricultural model. By adopting yard based agricultural practices, women can diversify their income sources and enhance food security for their families. This approach also promotes better utilization of available resources and contributes to environmental sustainability. This is ways in which our practices contribute or the yard-based economy contributes to our income generation, food security, and efficient use of resources. Up next on our segment, we have entrepreneurship development in rural communities. Developing entrepreneurship within farming communities is essential for economic growth. This includes training local advisors, creating market linkages, and addressing gaps in digital literacy and trust. Local advisors play a crucial role in supporting farmers by providing them with the necessary training and resources. We can enhance their ability to guide and support farmers in adopting new technologies and practices. Establishing market linkages for farmers ensures that they can sell their products at fair prices. And this not only boosts their income but also encourages them to adapt innovative agricultural practices. So the smart village centers and A-card models are something that both of the presenters before me have talked about. So I'm going to talk about the action plan for our A-card initiative. So on the first step, we establish strong collaborations with partners like A2I, FPA, and Zaitun Business Solutions to develop a robust digital platform and comprehensive awareness campaigns. In step 2, we launched pilot village digital booths, which provide intensive training for local entrepreneurs and conduct user workshops. And last but not the least, we expanded to additional villages, while at the same time ensuring gender balanced participation and incorporate user feedback for continuous platform improvement. Rigorous monitoring and evaluation will guide iterative enhancement while fostering partnerships with banks. I would like to conclude my presentation by highlighting the key elements for our success. They have been adequate funding, technology infrastructure, strategic partnerships, comprehensive training, awareness initiatives, regulatory compliances, robust monitoring, sustainability planning, local engagement, adaptation, technical support, research and development, as well as gender inclusion. With that, I would like to conclude my part of the presentation. Thank you for listening. Please feel free to ask any questions.
ক্লিয়ার করো, সেটা হলো যে আমরা স্টেপ বাই স্টেপ যে ওখানে কাজটা করছি, বিশেষ করে তোমার আহ, আহ, আমরা যে ডিজিটাল ভিলেজ সেন্টার, তুলাতুলি ডিজিটাল ভিলেজ সেন্টারে যে আমরা এজেন্ট ব্যাংকিং আউটলেট ওপেন করেছি, সেখানে 200 জন কৃষককে আমরা সেখানে এনগেজ করেছি। তাদেরকে আমরা ট্রেনিং দিচ্ছি, যাতে করে তারা তোমার রেগুলার অ্যাকাউন্ট, 200 জনের অলরেডি অ্যাকাউন্ট ওপেন করা হয়েছে এবং সেখানে তারা রেগুলার ট্রানজ্যাকশন করছে এবং আমরা তাদেরকে লোন প্রোভাইড করার জন্য তাদের সাথে অলরেডি কাজ করতেছি এবং রেগুলার তাদের সাথে উঠান বৈঠক করে করে তারা তাদের উঠোনে কিভাবে তারা পশুপালন করবে, কিভাবে তারা তোমার হোমস্টেড গার্ডেনিং করবে, কিভাবে ছোট একটা পন্ড পুকুর খনন করবে, সেখানে মাছের চাষ করবে, যার ভিতর দিয়ে তারা পুষ্টি আহরণ করতে পারবে তার ফ্যামিলির জন্য এবং তাদের লাইভলিহুড ডেভেলপমেন্টের জন্য কাজ করতে পারবে। এই বিষয়টা যদি একটু তুমি ক্লিয়ার করে দাও।
So our managing director would like to say that we have successfully in the village of Tulatuli in Cox, situated in Cox's Bazar, reached 200 farmer families who come together, whose representatives actually come together at our village center, our smart village center, and from there they learn how to utilize their farming practices, be it in providing them for with food, or be it in farming animals itself. They receive training, the men and women both. It includes people of both genders equally and accounts for a successful and holistic approach in agriculture. So in this way, we have been able to touch the lives of 200 farmer families in Cox's Bazar alone. Thank you.
এখানে আরেকটা বিষয় আমার মনে হয় তোমার আলোচনার ভিতরে নিয়ে আসার দরকার আছে, সেটা হলো তোমার আমরা লোকালি যে ইয়াং কৃষকদের যে সন্তান যারা আছে, যারা এখন ডেভেলপ করছে, গ্রো করতেছে, তাদেরকে আমরা এন্টারপ্রেনারশিপ ডেভেলপমেন্টের মাধ্যমে তাদেরকে মূলত এই যে কৃষি যে উপকরণ তারা উৎপাদন করছে, সেই কৃষি উপকরণগুলোকে আমরা যাতে করে মার্কেট লিঙ্কেজের জন্য তাদের তাদের এই যে মিনিমাম এডুকেশন শেষ করে যারা তোমার এখনো ঘরে বসে আছে কিংবা কিছু করতে চাই, তাদেরকে আমরা অ্যাকচুয়ালি এন্টারপ্রেনারশিপ ডেভেলপমেন্টের মাধ্যমে তাদেরকে মার্কেট লিঙ্কেজের সাথে সম্পৃক্ত করতেছি। তাদের বাবারা যে প্রোডাকশনটা তৈরি করছে, তাদের উঠানে যে প্রোডাকশনটা তৈরি হচ্ছে, সেটা মূলত আমরা তাদের মাধ্যমে মার্কেটে নিয়ে আসার একটা জায়গা তৈরি করতেছি। তুমি কি বুঝতে পেরেছো আমার কথা?
So along with the farmers that are being trained, the men and the women, we also engage the youth group who are who have some level of education, and we utilize them in our market linkages, so that all of the family is employed and together performing the farming, carrying out the farming, as well as are being in the youth group are also being involved in the creation of the market linkages. So in this way, all of the village people are utilized into our smart, can utilize our smart village centers and make most use out of it. So I suppose we are nearing the end time for this lot of the presentation. So I would like to open the floor to any questions that the participants might have. Please leave